Alright, welcome back to Space Station 13, for real this time. I may have misspoke last video, but this time it's for real. This will be a round taking place on Goon Station servers Sylvester server, yeah, as a technical assistant. I've been playing Space Station 13 recently, both the TG station and the Goon station, trying to figure out, the differences, how it plays, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, as you can see, we're currently doing the power setup, which I don't have any clue about doing. I'm getting told to come back inside. And I don't really know why they were so angry or excited, but that's because in this game, the AI has much more control over the engineering things, components. So it can turn on all of these machines at the request. Anyway, this round will be quite interesting on how things develop over time. But for now, let's get a bit of an introduction. Slow and steady. As you can see, I've cropped a bit of the field, so you can still see the chat, but you're missing out on my left hand portion of the screen, which is nothing interesting either. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The AI asks us on comms if we want them to start. I was the one who set up the field containment generators because for some reason they let me do that. Not sure why. I'm also unfamiliar with the controls, so if I look like I'm fumbling around or doing things in a complicated manner, that's because I am. Anyway, somebody asked me where the jetpacks are, and I just hid one along with the suit. As you can see, the AI is starting to start the generators. And we have the field done. And soon the actual singularity starts as well. People here will be trying to set up a teleporter to feed the singularity item so it makes more power. As this happens, trying to get more power out of the engine, because why not? Important communications happen. The head of personnel apparently has all access. I mean, the head of personnel gave the clown all access. Which means the head of personnel responds in the radio channel, which means they're paying attention. So I ask if I can have all access. Apparently they got bribed with something nice, which sounds like a really low bar. People ask what the bribe was, which is important information. Head personnel says if they got something nice to bribe them with, which is not money, they want moon shoes. Wait, not money, not moon shoes. I don't even know what that is. Some cool grenades or something. Don't know what those are either. But I have done a bit of time in science, so I know how to make bombs, somewhat, maybe. And if you think about it, what's the difference between a bomb and a grenade, really? So I get the idea. It takes a long while for me to get all the ingredients, because I don't know where things are and I don't know how to interact with them. But it happens eventually. Anyway, I get to work. I'll see what I can do. So, we get to work. Apparently the clown made showers to flood medbay or something. Doesn't matter. So, we have what we need. We have a timer, an igniter, and a plasma can. We just have to make them fit together to make a jury-rigged explosive. So, here's the timer. Here's the igniter. I'm trying to screw it open or something. Not sure how they're supposed to fit together. But just like that, they slot. That's something. Next, I can screw them to secure it, which is not something I was supposed to do at the end. Not right now. Here I have a like really empty and small plasma can, so hopefully, even if it does blow up, there'll be a small explosion. You can see I'm having trouble because I'm not reading the chat messages. I'm just clicking on things trying to make them slot. I don't see the message that says you need to unsecure the assembly first. So I'm having some issues. But that's neither here nor there. What is important is that I've been able to make a bomb. I mean, a grenade, excuse me. That I don't even know how to start. I don't even know if it's startable. Anyway, now I'm starting to see if I read the message correctly. So I unsecure it, attach it, and resecure it. And head over to the head of personnel to give them the bribe. Me and the clown, who was arrested earlier. I can see the head of I'm looking at the person here who has a command winter coat, a lawyer's suit, and the head of personnel headset. And I don't think I recognize them as the head of personnel. Anyway, the clown did lose their all access, but the head of personnel is willing to give it away again. So I assume that this isn't the head of personnel for some reason, like a replacement or something, because the real head of personnel was arrested. I tell them about the grenade deal we had, while security just passes by. So they ask me what kind of grenade I have. And I present to them this abomination. I don't even know if it works. But I make my pitch. It's like a grenade, because you pull the pin, you start a timer, and then you throw it at your enemies. But they take it. Also, security was too busy with the clown to notice the bomb. They don't know if they like it, which makes me worry that they're not satisfied. Since they can't test it, and I haven't tested it. It wouldn't be too much of an issue to test it, I think. So we have an awkward silence between the two of us. And they forgot to ask me for my ID. So, they remember? I slot it out. The only way I know how, using the power of right-clicking. And I get given the almighty all access. Because I don't know the implications of such a thing on this server, or on this code, or on this game. Also, a board member is aboard the station now. I don't know what they're seeing on their console, but they're seeing something. Seeing we haven't been here long. It's been about a couple of rounds I'd been in here. So we hit him with the good old philosophy of what is long and what is short. And they don't answer, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, we have acquired all access. But I try and make sure to understand what that means. So I ask them what AA is anyway. Trying to see if there's anything that I wouldn't be able to access. Apparently the only thing we can't access is the armory, which I think is fine. I wasn't gonna go there anyway. I tested on HOP's door. And I start getting to work. Using this all access for the good of the station. They're trying to tell us not to go and mess with the AI, which I don't even know how to do that, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, I wander around trying to see what I can do with my all access to help people. When I notice that in this storage there's a crate with an RCD in it, which could be really useful for fast and efficient repairs. So, I get in there and pick it up. Also, there's been some issues with the captain. Not sure what exactly, but issues. Anyway, I try and get familiar with the RCD in case I need to use it eventually. And we leave. A bit later on, as I keep wandering, an announcement happens that the captain pipe bombed his own room, which sounds like a case for repair using all access. I wasn't told the captain's room was off limits to our access, so I assume I can go there and repair whatever was damaged. So I head to the bridge. I just enter when I can find the bridge. I see the damage over there. So I head over, slip on the PDA, and repair the damage. Boop. Easy, fast, efficient. Now technically I didn't use the access to enter, only to leave. The C notices that we have all access. So I try and get out of it by calling it something else. It's not all access, it's just a lot of access. I did mess around a bit, trying to figure out if I've repaired correctly, where the atmosphere is and all that stuff, which I don't know yet. So I'll be messing around for a while. But eventually we'll be able to repair, at least as much as I could, repair the captain's room. Anyway, when I'm satisfied with my repairs, I head to the announcement computer and announce the entire station that we indeed have repaired the captain's room. This computer is easy-ish to use. It only requires an ID, no complicated methods or anything. So I mark it down. Hey Captain, I fixed your room. Easy peasy. So now everybody knows that I have this kind of access. I'd found the layers that the technical trainee will be the one repairing the captain's room. And now we head back to work. Whatever work is. Anyway, as I keep trying to feed this baby capybara to the singular teleporter, an announcement: the captain's been overthrown! Well, obviously, I want to be captain now. I mean, I have the access, and I can't do worse than the other one. Come to apply. Don't even know how that would work, but I asked nicely if I can apply because I repaired the room. Anyway, it seems like people didn't hear me. So, we have to use the one thing that will make people hear us. The announcement computer, of course. I see if the board member can help me out. The answer will be, not really. They're not really paying attention to what we're saying. Awkward silence. Seems like they want to be the captain, I think. So I go over to the announcement computer to make my run for the captain's position official. Using some very simple and easy to follow logic. Because I repaired the room, I deserve to be the captain. Because I repaired the captain's room, I should obviously be the captain. Easy, straightforward. And it seems like people agree. The CE says right. Not sure if it's related. HOP supports it. Somebody else says it's fair. I asked if this is about the captain again. They ask if we have all access. It tells that it's not how that works. You can't just apply to be captain or something. The HOP gets slapped with fingerless gloves, which sounds hard to slap with. See, the HOP is on the same line of thought, asking about who's going to be the new captain. I said that I've used my all access for good. Trying to defend the head of personnel. Somebody else comes in to ask to be medical doctor. I try and use a bit of a misnomer, saying that plasma is just air in the bomb. I say it looks cool, and it's a grenade, if you think about it. So it works. They ask me what's in the bomb. Just a bit of plasma. Nothing serious. A small amount. An amount. A unit of measurement. It's more of a grenade than a bomb because they call it a bomb. Steve says it is very much a bomb, which I disagree. You pull the pin and chuck it. That's a grenade. Anyway, the AI is making an announcement that to be this captain you have to submit your name and what you make a good captain on paper. But unfortunately, I'm not. It's a bit too late now. I did submit my name and why I was be a good paper in the announcement, but that didn't seem to have gone true. They said the HOP is corrupt, but I say no. You're just working outside the law to make the station better. I say, save the station. Anyway, time to get cuffed. Anyway, the HOP gets the right sighted. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a nanotracing court of space law. You have the right to rent an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, a monkey in a suit and a funny hat will be pointed to you. Hilarious. Anyway, time for a security interrogation. Let's see if I need to be. They asked to search me. In fact, everybody's getting searched. Anyway, there's nothing out of the ordinary in my bag, apart from the RCD. But you can just make those at a engineering crafting thingy majig anyway. So. Anyway, now they're just making things up about what that is. First of all, it's not a bomb, it's a grenade, and I didn't threaten anybody with it. Anyway. Back to the interrogation. Now, once again, they call it a bomb, saying I was trying to bomb the HOP. I make sure to say it's a grenade. I gave them the grenade. It's not a bomb. Ask me why I gave the HOP a grenade. Also, for some reason, I'm going pale, but I'm not sure why. So to tell them about our deal we had. Also, we got a bunch of mail while we're here. Make sure to point out that I've only used my access for good things. And I did announce it. It's not like I was, you know, hidden. See if I still have the access. Which I guess. I don't know. I'm not the most well-versed. Not sure why would you ask me. No, it seems the answer is yes. I say I wanted to repair things, which is true. Now they say in verbatim that you can repair in proper supervision or proper authorization, which means that by this wording, the captain's repairs rooms was illegal repairs. Also, the all access is not allowed for The access is not allowed for non-high command personnel. Good to know. Also, they say I've made a bomb, which is false. They say that this might hurt people as explosions are going off, which aren't my grenade. Also, I'm being accused of attempted murder. Anyway, since they do have my ID, they can just take away the access, and that's that. Now we've confirmed that we have done illegal repairs. It means that we have to undo them. Anyway, at this point I'm starting to realize that they're just making things up as we go along, which means I can also make things up as I go along. That's me if it was taken from evac. I said it was around Cap's room, which is true, because I was the one who brought it there. Anyway, they're taking it away because, I don't know. Oh well, at this point I'm starting to realize that they're not keeping track of what they're saying. So instead I try another approach. What if I want to keep the access? With some paperwork. They just admitted that repairing things is good. So it seems like they're really stuck on the all access part, so how about we just call it something else? Just call it repair access. It's not all access, it's repair access. It just has the same accesses. Anyway, at this point they just shrug and ask me to ask I command. So that's what I'll be doing. They've got my ID's accesses revoked. And now they once again say that we have bombs. But that's false. We have grenades. You press the button and throw it. That's a grenade. This should become a lawyer. But I really just want to repair things. Anyway, time to leave. And go on a quest to regain all access. However, I don't remember if this happens now. Actually, yes. Just now, the AI goes rogue, and people need help to get in there. I point out that, you know, if I had repair access right now, I would be able to go in there to repair things, but since those are illegal repairs, I don't think it's possible for me to do that. People are fighting. I'm not sure what it's about. I am here for the irony, I say. Anyway, these will be repaired eventually. Since most of High Command is in disarray or dead or missing, I won't be able to get my all access back, but I will be able to say I tried. Anyway, that was a pretty fun round. Got to talk a lot, got to repair one room, set up one power setup, and miss the rest of it. Oh well, at least we had fun. And that's all that really matters. And I get to correct my mistake of last week saying that we were on Space Station 13, when that was in fact a lie. Anyway, see you guys around. Bye-bye. Boop.